No, he wants to remain competitive. So firms that do not discriminate will be more profitable than those firms that do discriminate. So from here, we found out that employer can discriminate, yes, but can he survive with this discrimination? Answer is big no. Right? So employer, those firms who wants to remain competitive, discrimination is gonna be very costly for them. They discriminate. We have some cases, yes, they discriminate, but eventually, when they understand that their costs gonna rise, they will not discriminate. So in long run, or if they want to be competitive, they will not discriminate. Then we still see discrimination, right? So it means employer, like I write it down in previous slide, they cannot discriminate. That is the tagline, because they want to remain competitive. Otherwise, they will be kicked out from the market. Their costs gonna rise and their profit gonna decrease. They don't want to discriminate. So employers cannot discriminate. Then we still see discrimination. It is because of either government policies, which means government want this discrimination, or either customer wants this kind of discrimination. That's why employer is applying this discrimination, because either customer want or either government want. Let's talk about this. Although the profit motive is strong force acting to eliminate discriminatory wages, there are limits to corrective abilities. Number one, customer preferences. What if customer wants this kind of discrimination? Then employer, he has to discriminate. For example, if customer prefer female waitresses over male waiters, then you can say that males are discriminated in this restaurant, right? So if customers have discriminatory preferences, a competitive market is consistent with this discriminatory wages. So if there is a male worker in this restaurant, he would be paid less. Why? Because customer demand that waiter should be female. So this will happen when customers are willing to pay to maintain discriminatory prices. Then you can say that, look, if customers want to have a female waiter, then it costs a lot. Then you have to pay more. And if customer is ready to pay more, then employer can say that, okay, this is justifiable. I will discriminate against men and women. Right? What about the government policies? What if governments mandate that there should be discrimination? So when the government mandates discriminatory practices or require firms to discriminate, this may also lead to discriminatory wages differential. For example, if government passes a law that only female workers in restaurants can wash dishes and male work as waiters, and if the restaurant cannot find a female worker to wash the dishes, government will fine. So there's going to be demand for female dishwashers, and for that, the firms has to pay higher salary to female workers, right? Or what if government passes a law that in a hospital, only female nurses are allowed to work here. There should be no male nurses. Then government is creating a discrimination, and every hospital for where the male nurses are working, they would be fired, right? Similarly, between white male and black male, white and black. If customers wants to see that the receptionist is a white male, then you know, then customer is forcing the employer to hire a white male for this reception job or for this finance analyst job or this whatsoever, right? So what we learn is shocking here. Discrimination occurs. Yes. Can it be occurred by employer? Answer is yes. But can employer maintain this discrimination? No. Unless customer wants it or the government wants it. If customer is ready to pay more for this discrimination, then employer will discriminate. Right? If government passes a law, then employer has to discriminate because he needs to follow the government rules. So what we learned about that competitive markets, it contains natural remedy for employer discrimination. If he is discriminating, then after some time he will understand that my cost is going to rise because I'm paying higher salaries. It's better to not discriminate. The wages differential persists in competitive markets only when customers are willing to pay to maintain the discriminatory differentials or when governments mandate that. So if you understand the discussion regarding discrimination, please answer this concept checker and pick the right answer. I'm going to read the question. Suppose that an employer hires a worker with the blue eyes and a worker with brown eyes. Each type of worker has the same productivity. Which of the following is correct? If the employer discriminates by offering blue-eyed workers lower wages than the brown eyes. So what is the kind of discrimination? You need to pick the right answer. Please do answer it. Anyone?
I think it's C. I think it's C.
Immediately, no.
Oh,
Not immediately.
Is the answer B?
Well done. Why? Because we are talking about if employer discriminate. Yes. The reason is employer discriminate. So what will happen? He will face a higher cost, and if you need to worry about that, then he will be decreasing his profits as well in future, right? C cannot be answered, right? Discrimination is illegal. Yes, we know that. It can be legal. How? If customer want it or if government want it. But if employer want it, it's illegal plus it's not profitable. Now answer this question. Very interesting. Businesses owner who care about making money, they're likely to discriminate? No. Likely to be replaced by a discriminating business? Answer is no. More concerned but racial discrimination than gender? No. At an advantage when competing against those who practice discrimination. What is the answer here?
B?
I think B cannot be the answer. It's D.
So D.
Yes, D. Right? So those who care about the business, which means who care about profit as well. Right? When they care about profit, they do not discriminate. Then they would be having advantage over those who are practicing this discrimination. This one is also very nice. Which of these instances would constitute labor market discrimination? Annette received a higher wage than Justin. So, and not here whatsoever. And Annette and Justin are identical in all their labor market characteristics, except there is a discrimination between Annette and Justin. So what we are looking here, whether there is discrimination or not, finding out the answer here. Number 1, Annette is a college graduate and Justin has only a high school diploma. This is discrimination? No. Annette is a woman and Justin is a male. So here, Annette and Justin are identical in all of their labor market characteristics. Annette has 15 years of experience at the job, whereas Justin has 5 years. So yes, they would be having the wage